Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my series Professional Video Production on a Shoestring Budget. I want to talk to you about drones again today. Today I want to address rules and regulations. This is as of September 2015, and I think we can all see that there's changes coming. There's going to be some new rules coming down the pike. And I think one of the first things we're going to see is that there's going to be changes in classifications from the little micro drones to the larger phantoms and the bigger drones that have a lot more power and have some carrying capacity, things of that nature. Of course, one of the problems that we've been seeing in the last year are boneheads doing bonehead things. We've got the guys up here in British Columbia, Canada, as well as down in the States, flying into an active forest fire scene and disrupting aircraft, which is a really stupid thing to do. This last week, we had some dummy fly a drone through the U.S. Tennis Open in New York and crashed it into the stands. Fortunately, there was nobody there. Nobody was hurt, but we're certainly getting the attention that we don't want to get right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to address some of the regulations that we have right now for recreational users. These are, and there's differences between recreational and commercial use. Commercial use, of course, is if people are paying you money to take aerial photography, things like that. And if you're a commercial user, you'll want to check that out and check out the rules and regulations and some of the changes that are going to apply to you specifically. I'm just going to talk about recreational users. So to begin with, right now, as things are right now, if you have a drone under 35 kg, like one of these Phantoms, 70 pounds in the States, there is no registration or regulations, just the existing rules that are there. So right now in North America, some of the things that apply, that are on the books, for instance, around an airspace, aerodrome, heliport, airport, we're not supposed to be 9 kilometers or 5 miles within that airspace. In the States, they say that you can contact the airport to get permission. I don't know why you do that, because they're just going to say no. But they do have that latitude in the States if you want to go through that. Altitude in Canada is supposed to be a maximum of 90 meters or 300 feet. In the States, they have a ceiling of 400 feet. And of course, the Phantom can go a lot higher than 400 feet. From the factory, it's factory set at 2,000 meters, over 6,000 feet. So they can go a lot higher if we want to take them higher. You're not supposed to fly the drone out of your sight, out of your line of sight. You're supposed to be able to see the drone at all times. Sorry, FPV guys, but that's a rule that they have. You're not supposed to fly it over your neighbor's house without permission, or you're not supposed to fly it in public places, public parks, public events. And I suspect that there's been some, we haven't really been on the radar, but I suspect pretty soon that you'll see people getting big fines if they're caught flying their drone over the public in a park or at an event, that you'll get big fines and confiscate your drone, things like that. And that brings me to another point. What I noticed in the States when I was reading about things in the States, a lot of this is court discretion. So a policeman could grab you and send you to court and the judge will fine you. I don't think we want to get in front of a judge that's in a bad mood and doesn't like drone pilots, and you never know what he might throw at us. So keep that in mind. A lot of this is just common sense. Keep that in mind. There's also restrictions over wildlife, I think especially endangered wildlife. I know a lot of people like to take these out and shoot whales, killer whales here in the Pacific Northwest, or maybe dolphins. Be aware that there might be restrictions there. And if a Coast Guard catches you flying a drone over like a killer whale or something, I'm not sure what the fines are, but you want to be aware of that. It could get you into some big trouble. What else do we have here? So let's get back to the forest fire incidents that we've had. We've had 2 incidents, one in the States, one up here in British Columbia, where somebody was flying a drone in an active forest fire, and the pilots, they see a drone and they don't know what he's going to do. They don't have contact with them. They're already in kind of a dicey area, so they ground themselves. They're just not going to fly, and you can't really blame them. They don't know. They don't know what this drone's going to do. And if you see something like that flying around your plane, it's big enough that you're kind of going, well, I don't want to fly around that. In Canada, we already have a fine, like I said, there's already a fine in place of interfering with emergency vehicles, which forest fire aircraft would qualify as, of $25,000, as well as jail time. Our premier up here says she's going to make changes to that. I don't know why. It sounds like that's a sufficient fine and jail time, but she's trying to make some hay out of the drone controversy or whatever it is. But there will be changes coming, and I'm sure they're going to start clamping down on drone pilots that are doing bonehead things. The bottom line, as far as I can tell, the bottom line is common sense. A lot of cities and jurisdictions are already banning drones outright and creating drone parks. So the emphasis is on us to go on the internet, find out what the rules are in our area, and if you're in a city, chances are you'll have a designated drone park. Find out where that is, what the hours are, and go and use that. Don't fly in public places. If you're in a park and you see kids and stuff, just ground yourself. Don't take any chances. And as I say, I suspect that very soon there's going to be a zero tolerance attitude from police and the public. Don't take chances. We don't want to lose our drones. You don't want to get a big fine. And we want the sport to grow. We're having a lot of fun. We want the sport to grow, and we want to be safe. So there you are. That's what I could find on the internet. As I said at the beginning, with the super, I said that there will be changes coming, and I'll update this video with supers on the screen of the new rules and regulations that are coming. One of the things that are coming up here in Canada, pretty much for sure, is they're going to instigate registration and training. So it'll be like driving a car. You'll have to register your drone. You'll have a license, and you'll have to get training, certified training, and you'll have a license that shows you've had that training. And what I'm going to do with this video is I'm just going to have some pictures at the end here with some music, so I can put information at the end as well with any other changes that I can't fit in the body of the piece here. So stay tuned. As changes come, check back on this video and I'll update that information. So there you go. Let's be safe. Let's use our heads and let's have fun with our drones. So thanks for watching. You guys know the routine. I'm trying to grow my subscriber base right now. I'm almost at 1,000. So click down here if you want to and subscribe to me. That'll help me out a lot. And there's also links up here to other videos, my video production course, other drone videos, things like that. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.